Home team, what's happening, home team? This your boy Blackberry Lorex. I got the AFN family in the building for a little impromptu show. Give y'all a little bit of a reaction to some of today's events with the Falcons. Of course, the Calais Campbell signing for 1 year deal. He's going to sign for 1 year deal with the Atlanta Falcons. We know he met with the Falcons last week, or either last week or the week before, either one. But look like they done finalized the deal to land Calais Campbell. So another big addition to the defense. They have been defense heavy this all season already. Before the draft has even came, they are defense heavy. So it leaves a lot of questions about what they are going to do with that number 8 pick. But what we're going to do right now, myself and my contemporaries, is we're going to react to the fans' reaction to the Calais Campbell signing, to the quarterback situation in Atlanta, and to the Arthur Smith comments today that he had in an interview today. So before I get started, I just want to let everybody know this is the disclaimer. We are not here to bash anybody. We are not here to take your opinion away from you. But what we are here to do is to call the bullshit. So, with that being said, I got somebody who is he's a professional at calling out bullshit, and he's a professional at hiring and firing bullshit masters. His name is Mad Mike.
Mad Mike.
Mad Mike, the floor is yours.
Thank you. That was so eloquent and excellently stated. Um, I'm not feeling well. Not feeling well. I don't feel sane. Um, I think I may need to be in a straitjacket right about now. Um, I don't respond well to threats, and I don't respond well to this outright bullying. And I'm very protective over my squad and my people. I say that to say this. Fuck Shannon Sharp. Fuck Chris Sims. Fuck ESPN. Fuck Fox. Fuck every media outlet there has ever been. Fuck them all. Tupac made a song. I just woke up screaming, fuck the world. And it's not even fuck the world right now. It's just fuck the media. Because what they're doing to our Atlanta Falcons, and more importantly, our Dunn. You don't fuck with our Dunn. I'm not going to allow you to fuck with our Dunn like that. I got a fucking problem right there. Right now, you talking to Sammy the Bull Gravano. All right? This Sammy the Bull. You fuck with the Dunn, you got to see me. And what they doing, they going after our Dunn. Arthur Blank stated his his opinion. He stated that Lamar, he feels as though, and he has a right to his opinion, that he feels as Lamar is injury prone. Now, is this a fact or is this fiction? Lamar Jackson has yet to complete a full season in his entire career. Let me say that again. Okay? So I don't want you guys to mix shit up and say that Mad Mike is making things up or we're not spitting the truth. Lamar Jackson has yet to play every single game, a full season in his entire career. So that is a fact as far as him being injury prone. Lamar Jackson has had one great year. And in that great year, he set NFL records for 1,200 yards rushing for a quarterback. But we got guys that goes on Twitter, all right? And again, this ain't personal, but this is what we talking about. This is exactly what we talk about when we saying that it's a bullying. They're out to bully the Atlanta Falcons into doing what they feel like they should do. To say that Arthur Blank has to shut up because the national media and everybody doesn't agree with the idea that Lamar shouldn't be in the Atlanta Falcons is fucking disgusting. Now we have an amendment. That amendment states that we have the right to our fucking opinion. That he has a right to his opinion without being persecuted. And right now, the national media is persecuting our Don because he say that he doesn't want to pay a guy that's missing 5 to 6 games a year. And he has a right to that fucking opinion. He doesn't want a quarterback that's not going to play at the very least 95% of the games. Lamar Jackson has not played even 70. He played 75% of the games in the last 2 years, and we sitting up here saying that Arthur Blank is wrong for what he stated. I don't want half a fucking pizza when I go to Domino's, when I go to Pizza Hut. I don't want 2/3 of the fucking pizza. I want the whole fucking thing. I don't want half of $15 an hour. I want the whole fucking 15. I don't want to just enter the pussy. I want all the pussy. Okay? I want the head. I want the throat. I want the slob. I want all that. Okay? I want all of that shit. I want the foreplay. I want the foreplay. I want my toes to curl. I want all that shit. I love all that shit. I don't want a piece of it. So when we got the national media and Shannon Sharp buffoon ass, and I was about to say something else, but I'm gonna give Blackberry the proper respect that he does. But it's a fucking shame that we sit up here and say, man, Mike is the fucking enemy because he's going against the popular narrative. And then you come on our fucking shows and say, well, guess what? Mike, man, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I shouldn't be able to. Why shouldn't a man have his opinion? We want to take Arthur Blank opinion away because we don't fucking like. He should just shut the fuck up because you don't like it. And I'm going to say it like this. This is why Mad Mike Sports was created. This is why Atlanta Falcons Nation was created. It's because the national media does not like Georgia. We see it with Trey Young. These refs, if you watch these games, they come out with a statement and said there was 5 fucking missed calls within the game. And that's just 5 games. That's what they admitted to. So they admitted they was wrong. But did they clean it up? Absolutely not. They didn't. They let teams come down, do the exact same thing, and then kick Trey out for throwing the ball to a ref that he caught. Again, this is a national issue. Whatever it is, but you can clearly see that it's an obvious bias. Bill Belichick. I could go on and on and on, but I'm going to pass it to Blackberry. There's a clear issue, a clear bias when it comes down to the national media. They do not like Georgia. They don't like Ronald Acuna. Nope. Ronald Acuna changed the fucking game. Mm-hmm. He changed the fucking game. Nobody have an issue with the guy in San Diego. Nobody got a problem with a lot of these guys, including Mark McGuire, who was literally almost single-handedly destroyed the entire uh, uh, MLB with his drugs and all that. There. But they didn't. They still trying to get him into the Hall of Fame. When it come down to Georgia Bulldogs, two-time back-to-back national championship, they don't get no love. When was the last time you heard anything from ESPN and said that Georgia is going to repeat? They giving Georgia any type of love, bro? It's a clear bias, and this is why this platform exists. It's because we have to stop this. You guys got to hit that subscribe button. We love it when you view it, but this right here. This is personal. We cannot allow the national media to continue to bully Georgia. We got to stand up for ourselves. And when we stand up for ourselves and we got people that want to stand against the machine, you got to support them, bro. Hit that subscribe button on these channels, bro. And I'll pass it to Blackberry.
So, everything in a nutshell there. They don't like us. But what I say to that is that we have something with the Atlanta Falcons now. And before I get into that, look at what has happened in recent years here. You got Georgia winning back-to-back championships. You got the Braves have won a World Series. And quite possibly on the brink of winning another. The soccer team, Atlanta United, in just their second season as a franchise, won a championship. And now you have a Trae Young superstar in Atlanta. And you got an Atlanta Falcons team who Arthur Blank is determined to change the culture with the team and with the sports in Georgia, period. There's something trending here with these sports teams, and I think the media don't like it for sure. And for some reason, a lot of the fan base is drinking that damn sour tea that the media is passing around. Because they want y'all to have Lamar Jackson. They want you to want Lamar Jackson. They want you to not want Trae Young. And why do they not want you to have Trae Young? I mean, he's just averaging 30 and 10 in his career right now. He's just almost at 60, 30 plus points, 10 plus assists games, and he's already surpassed Magic Johnson in that category in just 4 seasons. He's only the size that he is in doing this amongst giants. But for some reason, everything is going to be Trae Young's fault. If we lose, it's Trae Young's fault. If somebody miss a shot that he didn't take at the end of a game and it loses us a game, somehow it's Trae Young's fault. And then there's the Falcons. How dare Arthur Blank, Terry Fontenot, and Arthur Smith, how dare they not want Lamar Jackson? Are they crazy? Do they not know who Lamar Jackson is? Do they not know what he's done? He's won an MVP. He can rush for 1,000 yards in a season at quarterback. How dare they not want Lamar Jackson and he reminds you of Michael Vick? How dare you not want that experience again in Atlanta? How dare they not go after a Lamar Jackson? How dare they get all these stud defensive players in the offseason to make a defense that was ranked 26th in the league better? How dare they do that? How dare they improve a 26th ranked defense? How dare they? But the fans, y'all follow suit with the media. Yeah. Why don't they want Lamar Jackson? He's great. They should go get him. They got the money to afford him now. How dare they not go get Lamar Jackson? How dare they not want to go get Lamar Jackson? Who's this Desmond Ridder kid? We don't know nothing about him. He's unproven. You want to know what Lamar Jackson done prove to me? That with top 5 defenses and with top 5 running game or top 5 running attack, he still can't get the job done. That's what he's proven to me when it counts the most. You want to know what he's also proven? Is that he a crybaby. How dare they not offer me as much money as they offered Deshaun Watson? Just because Deshaun Watson threw for 5,000 yards in a season, just because Deshaun Watson has multiple 4,000-yard seasons, how dare I not get that kind of money? Is it making any sense to y'all? Ask yourself these questions. But no. Y'all get facts. Y'all get the numbers. Y'all get the stats. But for some reason, we the ones don't make no sense. For some reason, Arthur Smith is, and I'm quoting somebody from today, incoherent. First of all, use the word correctly. Second of all, he's very clear in what he's saying. Desmond Ridder is our guy. He is expected to start. That is the plan. The plan is for Desmond Ridder to start. It's that simple. Ain't no reading in between no lines with that. It's very clear. He is expected to start. He's expected to take the next step. Do you want to know what the next step is? Just watch. If you want answers to what the next step is for Desmond Ridder, make sure you're watching. Make sure you're watching on Sunday. Make sure you're watching on Monday. Make sure you're watching on Thursday. You will see what the next step is. If you want answers to your questions, just watch. But no, that ain't what y'all want. Y'all want to be spoon-fed all your answers. But when they don't answer your questions, then they must be ready to lose. Because they don't want to go get who you want them to go get, they must be ready to lose. But when you see all these defensive acquisitions that they're acquiring, like Calais Campbell, to make a 26th ranked defense better, what are they doing? What are the Falcons doing? They're making a 26th ranked defense better. That's what they're doing. Well, why did they need Jonnu Smith? Because Jonnu Smith is damn good in this system. You guys in the media are exactly why we are here. That is, man, Mike, he hit it right on the head. Ooh, that's why we exist. That's why we the bad guys. Because if we don't be the bad guys, if we're not here, if we're not giving it to you like a TI is, then you'll just continue to be fed propaganda. And you're going to live with it and be okay with it because you don't know no damn better. Now, I got the big dog, Big Ant right next to me. I'm pretty sure he got some on his chest.
I don't, Blackberry.
I'm gonna go make a sandwich, but I'm listening.
I'm not understanding this shit. I don't fucking understand it. Instead of talking about what we're doing to make this team better. We're discussing this bullshit over a fucking quarterback. That, as Mike has stated on numerous occasions, might I add, this nigga cannot stay healthy for shit. But we want him on our team. Right? Last couple seasons, he has yet to play even 10 games. But we want him on our fucking team. Okay. But for the last fucking 7 to 10 years, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. We can score up to 35 points, but give up 36 to 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Man, I'm sick of this shit. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm sick of that shit. Look, I know I've done this shit before because I people keep forgetting about this point. I'm gonna keep using it because people. Let me jog people's memories real quick and go back to this one fucking year that everybody keeps forgetting that this shit happened. They want to blame this whole fucking game on this one person, even though our whole fucking defense was shit. Let's go back to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady shredded our defense that whole second half.
28-3. People remember that?
But Mike, I thought it was the quarterback's fault though.
Yeah, apparently it was Matt Ryan's fault.
Because he wasn't making enough critical throws. Hold on. Let's forget.
We can go back to 2012. We had a lead there.
Didn't Harry Douglas fuck up on that play? I don't know.
When we up like 17 points at the half?
Over 17 points. Yeah.
Yes.
By 14. I think it was 17-3 or something like that.
Like, what more proof do we need? Our defense has been crap for years. For years. But we're sitting here talking about a fucking quarterback.
Sam, damn. But I want to throw this in here too. Go back to 1999 when we was playing the Denver Broncos.
Lord have mercy.
What was the major issue with that team in the Super Bowl?
We could not stop shit.
We couldn't stop. So you're seeing the issue every time we have a lead, our defense doesn't play well. So now we're addressing that issue, and it's a major concern. For 14 years, Matt Ryan has been playing in 99% of the game. For 14 straight years.
Yeah.
Straight. Let me say it again. Straight years. He's been playing at 99%. And now we up here, we're trying to cap for getting the guy that can't even play half, 2/3. Barely, he playing literally 2/3 of the season.
2/3.
But we need to give him $200 million for it. And you're trying to tell me he's a perfect fit? I apologize, man.
No. I'm glad you said that, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Because, okay, so when was the last time our defense had over 25 sacks? I'll wait.
It's been a good 3. I know for a fact it's been 3+ years. I know for a fact it's been 3+ years. Don't know the exact number, but I think we had like 40 sacks, probably 16-ish, somewhere in there.
Didn't we go to the Super Bowl that year? Do people see where I'm going with this?
Yeah,
defense wins championships.
We went to the Super Bowl and we did one thing people don't realize we're doing the exact same thing that we did in 16. It's going under so many people's on their eyes. Anybody want to take it? Wild guess? It goes along with the guy what we just signed today,
Hmm.
and Kev kind of alluded to it the other day. We signed an all defensive lineman. We did the exact
Yeah.
same thing in 16. This is the
Bingo.
exact same thing that we did in 16. We brought in veteran guys and we drafted young defensive guys. That's how we got to the Super Bowl.
Bingo. There it is. We've been begging to get Grady Jarrett some help. Not only did we did we get one person to help him out, but I think we got 3 or 4 people to help him out. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So I'm not understanding there's this misconception that we're just one player away to being a championship team. Last time I checked, we can't get no fucking pressure up front,
True.
which we've been asking for years. We can barely get over 20 sacks a game. 20 sacks a year. Okay. With that, our back end looks like shit. Hold on. We just signed a fucking strong safety.
And can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a series of questions, Ant?
Mm-hmm.
Before Aaron Rodgers took over for Brett Favre, was he proven?
No, it was not.
Before Tom Brady took over for, who was it? Drew Bledsoe, whoever that was.
Drew Bledsoe. Yep.
Was he proven?
No,
No, sir.
he was not.
Before Patrick Mahomes took over for Alex Smith, or was it Alex Smith? Yeah.
It was Alex, man.
Yeah, it was Alex Smith. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Was he proven?
No, he was
No,
not.
sir.
Drew Brees got let go from a whole nother damn team. Was he proven?
No, sir.
No, it was not.
So this cockamangy about we need to get somebody that's proven. Desmond Ritter not proven. Nobody was proven before they was able to help a team win a championship at quarterback. Nobody.
But Blackberry, hold on. I'm not gonna let you do that. No, because what hasn't Lamar Jackson proven anything to us?
Oh yeah, he done proved something. All right. He done proved that he can't throw the damn ball worth a damn.
No.
But no, he hasn't. He hasn't proven that he can win anything either. But y'all want to talk about Ritter not being proven. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say when y'all run out of rebuttals to our objection, you just go to saying asinine things. Desmond Ritter's not proven. That's asinine. Anybody that's won a championship in the last 2-3 decades, outside of probably, no, because even Steve Young hadn't proven anything when he finally won. Nobody's proven until they actually do it. So to say Lamar Jackson is proven is a lie. It's not your opinion. It's a lie. Will.
What's going on? I was waiting for you to tag me in, Coach. I was waiting.
That's a hot tag too. Take off.
Hey, man. Hey, bro. I'm just gonna laugh at him, man. You know what I'm saying? What problem did we have last year, bro? I could have sworn last year we had problem with depth. I could have sworn once we dropped 2 defensive linemen got injured, we couldn't stop a goddamn water leak. I could have sworn we had 1 cornerback go down, but they was throwing, team were averaging over 350 yards on us.
Goodness.
So, how dare the Falcons go out here and just get depth? How dare they go out there and get depth? Like that's what we need. Oh my God. What were they thinking? We needed that big shiny guy up there in Baltimore. We needed him. We giving up over 2,000 yards rushing, bro. What are we thinking right here, man? I mean, what are we thinking? Okay, they want to make an argument about why we need Lamar. I want somebody, whoever's listening, whoever's in the comment section, go to Lamar Jackson stats and find me more than one season he threw over 3,000 yards. And I mean, he barely threw over 3,000 yards that season. He had 3,100 and something. Come on now, it shouldn't be hard as a quarterback to throw over 3,000 yards, bro. I challenge y'all to prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Go find me more than one season that he threw over 3,000 yards. Notice I didn't say 4,000. Notice I didn't say 5,000. I said 3,000. But we need him. We're going to win with him. He's the one going to take us to where we need to go.
They say it's the system. They say because of the system, that's why he ain't throw 3,000.
I'm going to tell you what it is. It's us as Atlanta fans. We did it to ourselves. We did it. We so hooked on names, bro. I swear to God. We hooked on names. From the shoes, from the clothes, from the jewelry. We need somebody with a name, bro. We hooked on it. I'm saying that's the truth. Nobody want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. That's the truth. We hooked on name brand. Name brand is what we hooked to, bro. Desmond Ritter ain't name brand. He ain't black enough. He ain't showed enough. But what he did show me in them 4 games, he improved every single game, and I challenge you to prove me wrong. He improved every single game, bro.
Talk that shit.
This man was going head to head with Tom Brady. I don't want to hear what nobody say. He was going head to head with Tom Brady. It was 10-10 before they benched Tom Brady. They benched Tom Brady because Grady Jarrett would get after that ass. Tom Brady did not like that. So if we're going to speak the truth, we're going to speak the truth. But we hear these other shows and other content creators who will not be named because we ain't giving clout right now. We're not giving clout. But we hear you. We hear you, bro. Oh, the Falcons left the door open. They didn't close it all the way.
Oh,
they didn't close it all the way. They left the door open. Bro,
shit. You heard that shit.
They clearly was the first team to come out and say, we're not going after Lamar Jackson. Period. But nobody didn't want to hear it then. So Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith done interviews and clearly say Desmond Ritter is our starting quarterback. But nobody wants to hear that.
The door's still open, right?
Yeah, it's a good season for a crack door.
All you see on these networks, bro. Oh, the Colts and the Falcons are perfect suited for Lamar Jackson.
How?
Why they keep pushing this narrative on us, bro? Think to yourself, why they keep pushing this narrative on us? Because they don't want to see the Falcons at the top, bro. Let the Falcons get a team. They're going to go back to them same dirty bird that they used to hate back in the days. Nobody liked.
Yep.
Everybody hated to play. They don't want that, bro. And that's why I like Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith. Because they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
Don't nobody know what the Falcons finna do with this 8th pick. Don't nobody know, bro. And they scared because they can't predict us. Now, one of these seasons that this GM and head coach been together, they haven't been able to tell you what the fuck the Falcons gonna do. Come on, man. Y'all got to trust. These boys know what they doing. They drafted Kyle Pitts. They knew Julio Jones wanted out. So what they go do? They went and got a playmaker. They didn't know Calvin Ridley was going to do what he was going to do. But he did, bro. What they do? They got a playmaker. I'm just saying. When have they had something that didn't succeed besides that little wide receiver, Brandon Edwards, who never showed up, bro? I don't know what was up with him. But when can you name when these guys didn't show up with what they got, bro? This the first off season we had money and draft capital. And what are they doing? Come on, please, somebody just go ahead and tell me. Interrupt me if I'm wrong, please.
No, keep going, please. You're making too much sense.
Please go.
To be a coach, what does it require for you to do? What does it require for you to do as a coach? Develop and make your team better, right?
Correct.
That's my interpretation.
Oh my God, Arthur Smith, what are you doing? How can you make the Falcons better? How dare you go 7-10 with garbage cans? How dare you? Come on, bro. We got to start appreciating what we got, bro. We got to. I'm gonna pass the flow, cause I keep going, bro. Let me pass the flow. Go ahead. Next up.
Is it my turn?
I think it's your turn, Juan.
Okay. All right. Well, fuck all the pleasantries, because I'm not trying to reason with motherfuckers that breathe underwater. Okay? That's number one. Number two, Shannon Sharp, don't talk no more for the rest of the season. Don't you talk no more. Don't say another motherfucking thing. What you need to do is go help your dusty-ass team out with y'all quarterback. Keep our fucking name out your mouth. Real talk. You and that damn mop-headed Skip. Okay? For y'all goofballs on Twitter, I say it again. That's why y'all don't get paid to think. Period. I heard some of the dumbest shit today, like my brothers have reiterated. Incoherent. Y'all need to look up dictionary words before you try to say them shits online, okay? And for these so-called creators with the, oh, it's a possibility, oh, it's a good season, the dope still crack, they can come in, shut that shit up. Hopes and dreams don't win games. Popularity don't win games. We done told y'all asses that. The fact that y'all gonna sit up here and get mad at an owner who's a billionaire about decisions he chooses to make with his team, when you fucking get a team, you can make decisions like that. Till then, shut the fuck up. All y'all goofballs out there talking about he's unproven, ain't not near one rookie proven coming into the NFL. Let me give y'all some stats that we picked up since y'all so balls deep in Lamar Jackson's ass.
Talk to him, boy.
Do you know out of all of his quote-unquote MVP season, only 2 games is where he threw over 300 yards? Go look it up. 2.
Let me add this to it, one. Let me add a little put a little hot sauce on that burrito. Does everybody like to compare him to Michael Vick? But you know that Michael Vick threw for more yards in less games than Lamar did in his MVP season. Just think about that for a second, what I just said. Michael Vick played in 12, 13 games. All right. 13 games with Philadelphia. He still, in 13 games, he passed for more yards than Lamar did in 16 games.
Facts.
Don't ever compare that guy to the great Mike Vick. Okay?
Never.
Don't do it. Because it's not even the same. And this right here is a Michael Vick that got out of jail and hadn't paid in 2 years.
Yep.
What are we talking about? These guys are not the same. He's not Michael Vick. He's never going to be a Michael Vick. So it's a disgrace for anybody to say that Lamar is Michael Jackson, but Michael Vick.
He may be.
We gotta stop, bro. He's not Vick. And everybody keeps saying, "Oh man, you said he can't throw the ball." Of course he can throw the ball.
See,
But quarterback position is about consistency.
And I'm glad you
No,
said
hold on, Bruce Banner, Bruce Banner Reed. All right, get off of here with this bullshit. Okay, like black people are our worst enemy. Okay, like we not here to play this Black Power Panther bullshit. Okay, that's not what this is about. What the great Louis Farrakhan actually said too. Since you want to play the black card, Farrakhan stated himself, "You do your brother a disservice by not telling him the truth."
facts.
bingo.
Okay, you have to tell your brother, where he did wrong, or else he can't get better. Can't get better if you're not telling your brother what he did wrong. So, okay, we gotta stop this. Oh, you holding the brother down because you're speaking on what he's not doing well. This is why Lamar is on social media, and I apologize, Juan, but this is why he's on social media crying, because he didn't prove it to himself. He doesn't have a big brother. He doesn't have someone in his corner telling him the truth. This is why he's making those mistakes on social media.
Facts.
Black brothers are
Yeah,
supposed
bro.
to tell each other the truth, bro. It's about telling your homeboy, your brother, the truth, not what he want to hear.
Well, see, and I'm glad you said something about comparison, because also in you guys' rhetoric, y'all had the nerve to compare. Well, Shannon had the nerve to compare Lamar Jackson to Deshaun Watson. That's apples to oranges. Because if you look at the stats, if you look at the games, if you look at the accolades, they're a little bit different. Okay, Deshaun Watson has thrown for more yards than Lamar Jackson, and for y'all geniuses, they both have missed games. Only difference between Lamar and Deshaun Watson was suspended. That's why he missed more time. Now, to that brother's
Hey, Warren,
point, yeah,
let me say something on that part. Old boy said Lamar Jackson won 75% of his game. Now, if I'm not mistaken,
That's just
it do
record.
take a team
It's just
to
record.
win games, right?
yes, it does.
How many times have Baltimore had a top 10 defense since he
Top
been there?
5.
My
Years.
fault, coach. You right, my fault, coach.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Years.
How many times have the Falcons had a top 5 defense since Matt Ryan been here?
Now,
Bro, make it make sense, bro. Make
now,
it make sense.
Yeah.
That's the difference between Joe Flacco and Matt Ryan. Joe
Yeah.
Flacco had a defense, Matt Ryan didn't.
Right.
Matt Ryan averaged over 4,000 yards every season of his career except 2. Come on.
12
come
years
on, bro.
straight.
Come on, bro.
Yep.
Come on.
What y'all got to do is
You make it make sense.
what y'all got to do is stop coming on here with your feelings, trying to make them facts. It don't work. Period.
Stop
It
coming
does.
on here with
It does.
your racism card, your black card. Come on, it's
That-
not about
that-
that. I don't care what color you is. You could be a China
Right.
man out there throwing the ball long. You winning a game, I don't care, bro. I don't care.
Now, for
My fault.
everybody
Go ahead,
else,
bro. Finish up.
but for everybody else that got a problem with the moves we make, you ain't got to watch. You can take your jersey off, burn it, do whatever you got to do. Because what y'all goofballs don't realize, and yeah, I'm calling you goofballs, media and Twitter and content creators, is Lamar Jackson And y'all can timestamp it. He's bad for business. Let me tell you why. For y'all that don't understand business. He is a brand who is tied to a brand. And any time that your brand begins to run off at the mouth and bickers and complains and causes a problem, he becomes drama. Billionaires don't like drama. Every team that did passed up on him saw him as a problem. Number one, he don't stay on the field long enough. Number two, he's a drama queen in the media, and that's bad PR. And teams don't have time for players with bad PR. Now, y'all can sit up here all day long and hang y'all hats on his one good season with his MVP. That don't mean shit to a billionaire that you asking to give for him to give you guaranteed a half of a billion, almost close to $250 million. And I'm going to ask all of y'all, if y'all were billionaires, do you want a grown man playing in your face with your money? Some of y'all would go to jail over $5. So please miss me with this crap. Please miss me with that. The media don't respect Georgia teams. These content creators don't respect Georgia teams. And these Twitter GMs don't know shit about these Georgia teams. Y'all don't do homework. Y'all lazy. And y'all want to come on here and justify to us why we need a quarterback. We don't need no quarterback. And the reason why, y'all scared.
That's all it is.
Y'all scared. Y'all want the Falcons to stay on the quarterback carousel because as long as we do that, we don't work on the defense. Then when we play games during the season, y'all cry about we don't have a defense. Really. Y'all do realize if we got Lamar Jackson, 3/4 of the team is gone. So guess what? He's playing with a team that doesn't have an O-line, a subpar defense, and probably a messed up secondary. What y'all want? Coup blocking?
Which one you want? Can't have both.
So yeah, when you get money, you go ahead and you build your team the way you want.
No, what it is.
If you don't like the way we building this team, you can close your eyes, turn your TV off, go read a book, go play in traffic. Whichever one makes you feel better.
One, you just made a good point. There'd be no O-line. What happened then? They want to see him run.
Oh yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, but guess what?
That's all it is.
But guess what, Coach? The minute he runs into a defense he can't outrun and he gets hurt, whose fault is it going to be?
That's what happened the last
Now
two
y'all talking about y'all want Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot fired.
I got a question for everybody. What does Lamar Jackson's MVP and his Heisman have in common? He ran the hell out of the ball.
He was running.
I got another question.
And I still think Deshaun Watson should have got Heisman that year anyway, but that's another story.
Yeah, but you know what? I Coach, I got another question. If your quarterback want to play two positions, why would you draft a running back? I'll wait.
That's what I say.
Can I speak on something right quick?
Hey,
Go ahead,
okay,
Casey.
I know who you talking about, and I see a few of these guys in here. And I understand the dude talk about why you put a black man down and stuff like that. But let me ask y'all a question. What is the stereotype of the black quarterback in the NFL?
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Run, nigga, run.
Run, nigga, run. Yep.
They're not as articulate. And let me say this is because this came from coaches, all right, in the 70s. This was one of the reasons why they said in the 70s that they didn't draft black quarterbacks, because they thought that black quarterback wasn't as intelligent as white quarterbacks. Verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing there also, man. I'm sorry. One more thing. Y'all remember when Lamar Jackson came out? What position they said Lamar Jackson should be playing?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver. That's what all those draft gurus, or what do you want to call those guys, said. He should be a wide receiver. He's not going to make it as a quarterback. That's exactly what they said.
But the reason why I'm asking that question is why is the same ones that's trying to call us coons for what we're saying are the same ones that love the black quarterback because of the ability to run?
Yeah, hypocrisy. Yeah, that's how they see us. They see black quarterbacks. When you see a black quarterback, the first thing that come to mind is how fast that he runs.
There we go.
Yeah,
So if we're
that's
sitting so if we're sitting here talking about all that, the issue of what this show is going to be, this show that we talking about is not necessarily only Lamar Jackson. To be honest with you, I'm about seeing tired of him damn self.
Yeah, that's right. It's coming on.
But at the end of the day, man, like I said, we can't be out here talking about putting another black man down where the stereotype of the black quarterback is the only reason, is the majority of the reason why you like the motherfucker outside the fact that he's black. Let's be honest, even when you looking at this rookie draft class, who's the main quarterback that they putting on the pedestal?
Anthony Richardson.
for the same reason, because the nigga can jump.
But y'all don't want,
I'm
but y'all
not
don't
making.
want black athletes, but y'all don't want black athletes stereotyped and put in a box. Make it make sense.
And then you talking about putting a black man down. Ain't you technically kind of putting a black? I know Desmond Ritter is blended. He can pass the paper bag test, but at the end of the day, they still gonna look. Remember, Patrick Mahomes was never considered black until he played in the Super Bowl. Let's
There we
keep it
go.
real on that.
Talk that shit.
Remember, this was
One
the
inch of his
Super.
blood, he's gonna be black. That's it.
He's mixed until he goes to the playoffs.
But they still complain.
Daggone, I didn't know black had a time limit.
Oh no, it always do.
They got about 2 weeks and 3 weeks. So,
Oh, so you mean to tell me black only lasts until the daggone on postseason? Well, shit.
See, look. You see what I'm talking about?
I I have a question. Let's leave Bruce Banner down. He's raging right now, so let's not bring him back up. We're gonna talk with people who actually have
I
common
mean,
sense
I
that can
mean, I
gain.
mean, he's the one. He's the one that got the 10-4 Kofi on right now.
Yeah, yeah. So let's leave Bruce Banner alone right now. We're not gonna give him that attention. Uh,
Only thing I say is the ones that judge based on them narratives are usually the ones that don't help out the community. So yeah, we can go ahead and move on from him.
yeah, I have a question for
He sound
everybody.
he
All
sound he
right,
sound like Umar Johnson right now.
yeah, the same guy that stole money from black people. Yeah, so
Yeah.
let's I like I said, I have an important question when it comes down to the process of building a team. All right. So I think we all can. What do you guys think is the best course of action when it comes down to building a team? Like, where do you start? Like, even from coaching the front office,
Mhm.
and to the players. What's in your opinion? What's the first thing that you have to have and
A
establish?
quarterback. Your quarterback. So he's going to be the one he's going to most likely be the leader of your team because the quarterback, everything goes to your quarterback, pretty much what it is. So he's going to be your leader, offense and defense, because if he does well, your defense plays well. It's just like what the young little sage say: look good, play good. Same thing.
Hmm.
So
I think it starts at your general manager. I think it starts at the vision for the type of culture he's going to try to build with the team if it's not a culture there already. And if there is a culture there, if you have another GM come in, if I'm an owner, I'm saying, hey, this is what my team is has been for years. This is what I want my team to be from now on. Don't come in here trying to change up the game plan. I like a smash mouth running team. I like a smash mouth defense. That's what I want you to bring to this team. So I think it starts with a vision for the kind of culture that you want if you are owner, and the pieces you put in place in the front office to get you that culture, to keep that culture alive. The personnel comes after the fact.
Blackberry, remember what we said in 2020 going into 2021? We said the moment that they establish an identity, players can get behind that.
Yes.
When somebody don't know what you are about or what you stand for, they can't get behind you. And all them years we played, nobody knew what we were. And we said the minute we establish an identity, players can get behind it. Every player that you've heard say they want to be here, they're here for three things. They're here for the potential, they're here for what we're cultivating, and they're here for the stuff that's off the field. That's why I tweeted out, it's bigger than football. Calais Campbell is a Walter Payton Man of the Year who does things outside of football. And when your organization, right, and so if when your organization matches that energy, that's why he wants to come here. Because this organization stands for something. They ain't worried about y'all opinions. They want to win, and they want to win on the field, and they want to win in the community.
Yeah, if you're talking about especially on how you want to build a team, like you said, especially coming from what the Falcons were, and especially if you're talking about if you're bringing in new coaches and new GMs and stuff like that, like I said, you have to set your own standards. You have to set your own culture, like you said. Like you said, Falcons were essentially a team that were putting points on the board. They were putting points on the board. They was throwing the football with Matt Ryan and all that stuff. That ain't how it started, but like I said, that's what it got to. You had these receivers and Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley, Tony Gonzalez. And the problem come down to it is it doesn't take that long before it starts going haywire, especially when you start when you're not developing young talent. I think that's where how you want to build a team. You want to build a team with the coaching that can develop talent to where you can keep bringing in guys that fit in this system. Like I said, you want to build your own legacy. This is one thing that a lot of people are not thinking about when they come down to this quote unquote Lamar Jackson thing. Maybe these coaches just want they have their own legacy. Because if they get Lamar Jackson down here, the coaches, the owners, everybody in the front office and the whole other team becomes irrelevant. It's the same thing that we see in the NBA when it comes to certain players. If the team wins, it's because of this guy. But if the team loses, it's everybody's fault. You don't want to go through that. Coaches don't want to go through that.
Y'all mind if I state the obvious here? My bad,
Will.
Will. I'm gonna give it to you, Will. But let me state the obvious here. It's two different types of fans. Actually, it's three. You got the fans like my mama. My mama, she want the Falcons to win, but she just love to talk shit about them because she think it's funny. And she don't know no damn better. She don't know nothing about football. All she know is the colors they wear and they play in Atlanta. So she support them to the extent, well, if they winning, she happy. If they losing, she happy to make fun of them. That's fan number one. Fan number two, they watch the games. They understand the concept of football, but that's about as shallow as that pool gets. It's very shallow. They don't go in the deep end of football. They might know some names. They might know some, some ins and outs a little bit. They probably played ball one time before. They know a little bit, but as far as like knowing the going in the deep end of football and understanding how concepts work, understanding the business end of it, understanding how to look at the talent, understanding how to look at the tangibles that a player has at their position, understanding coaching, understanding plays and how plays are came up with. Well, see, these are the things that they're not going to know. They're not going to know scouting. They're not going to know recruiting. They're not going to know about player development. That's fan number two. Fan number three actually knows a whole hell of a lot about football. A whole hell of a lot. And the only difference between their opinion and somebody else who's a fan like them, when they have a difference of opinions, it's just simply that. They just look at it in a different aspect. But what we're dealing with here is we're dealing with a lot of fan number twos. A lot of people that want to pretend like they know what the hell they talking about because they know that Lamar Jackson is a big name. So they want to pretend like, oh, well, why they won't go get him? They must be ready to lose. They don't want him. Y'all okay with losing. Y'all comfortable with losing. We dealing with a lot of shallow-minded fans. But y'all want to tell us to let y'all have y'all opinion. Y'all want to tell us, let y'all have. Everybody got a right to their opinion. You are absolutely right. You got every right to your opinion. That does not mean your opinion isn't stupid. Go ahead, Will.
All right. Well, I'll just go for what you talking about then. Like, we always give people the right to speak their mind, bro. But the one thing we always say, come with your facts. Because one thing we're going to do on here, we're going to give you facts. We're not just going to talk out the side of our neck, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're not going to talk out the side of our neck. We're going to always give you facts. And back to the question that Mike asked about, like, what you need to build a team. Once you get your GM and you get your head coach in place, yes, it's important to get your quarterback. But you don't have to start him right away. You want to build a team around him before you put him to that fight. If you want him to succeed, you want to have that team already in place. You feel what I'm saying? Before you put him out there to orchestrate that offense.
That right.
I'm just saying, what are we talking right now, bro? There's a reason why somebody go into free agency and get a veteran quarterback once they have to draft the quarterback from the draft. You feel what I'm saying? They always go get a veteran, and they call him what? The what quarterback, y'all? Somebody please help me. I don't know the word. They always call him the what kind of? Okay, there we go. I don't know why it was so hard for me to get it. My fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They always get a bridge quarterback to take over that heat because he already been here. He already done that. He knows what to expect. And they want the rookie quarterback to sit back, take notes, and see what he do wrong so he know what not to do when he take over. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're not saying Lamar is not an exceptional talent. But what we are saying, and I don't care what nobody say, he is not an exceptional quarterback. Prove me wrong.
Oh gosh, they gonna bring out the grass.
Hold on. Vic didn't even become a good quarterback until he went to Philadelphia.
Facts.
He was an exceptional athlete.
That part.
Oh my God, he put butts in the stand.
Wow.
He made guys look silly. But he told you himself he didn't even study the playbook. So what are we talking about here?
What we're in right now is the generation of make me feel good. And this is why I say you had, like Blackberry said, you got three types of
Feel
fans.
good.
Well, I got one more. You got fans and you got spectators. Spectators like to be entertained. They like to come to the game, they like to sit down, and they like to see a bunch of people run up and down the field. Ooh, people moving. But guess what? They only care about two things: the first game
I
and the
like that one.
championship. They care about the first game and the championship. Telling
I
them the
got
stats,
I gotta
telling
add
them,
that to my list of fans. I like that one.
yeah, yeah. They like the first game and the last game. They don't care about stats. They don't care about facts. They care about how you made me feel because I paid my money. Now, granted, you paid your money, so you want to be entertained. We all do. But here's the deal: if you're a spectator and that's who you choose to be, yeah, your opinion is valid. But guess what? Opinions are wrong too. Because if you're gonna criticize a team or organization that you claim that you're a fan of because everybody else says so, you a spectator. You ain't a fan. Go ahead and turn your jersey in. Y'all spectators need to rent y'all jerseys for the season. At the end of the season, you can give them back to the people that gave you your opinion. Because apparently you didn't come up with it on your own. You ain't do no film research. You can't. Half of y'all can't even tell us who played on the team, who did what move. But you want to talk about the quarterback. All y'all know is head coach and quarterback and a handful of receivers. Y'all know people that make y'all feel good. Y'all know teams that make y'all feel good. And y'all listen to these media personalities that make y'all feel good. Or when it comes to the truth, we're delusional. We're negative. Oh, we're talking about race. Y'all gonna come up with every excuse not to face the truth. Everything that we have said on this panel, everybody that has said something on this panel can go back and back it up with facts, stats, and the truth. That's a true fan. We take the good, the bad, the ugly. That 28-3, y'all got goofballs from other teams that didn't even play us in the Super Bowl trolling like they matter. Everything we're doing on this team right now is to win. But I guarantee you one thing. I guarantee you, y'all spectators and so-called fans, y'all gonna be snotting and crying and talking about that's my team when we win. When we get to the playoffs, y'all gonna buy up all the jerseys. Y'all gonna have all the flags. Y'all gonna have all the hats. Y'all gonna be trying to get in the camera at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium when we win it, throwing your chains around.
All on the stage, all in the video,
Right,
dancing.
All in the video.
right, right. But don't know a lick about your team or the opponent you playing. So yeah, you got a right to have an opinion. And I'm pretty sure y'all gonna have opinions on everything we say. Y'all gonna pick it apart. Y'all gonna run tell other content creators how we made y'all feel. So what? So what? We'll tell them how we feel. Big deal. But at the end of the day, keep that same energy
I
because
want that same energy.
y'all the same ones where when Matt Ryan was here, oh, he doesn't move enough. We need a mobile quarterback and that'll fix everything. Kumbaya. All of
Hey,
a sudden
I
now,
was one of them. I wanted somebody that could move. I was
yeah,
one of them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
I admit it.
now,
I admit
now
it.
we told y'all, look now, y'all gonna miss Matt Ryan when he gone. No, we gonna get Mariota. Mariota's gonna run around. Oh, we got a quarterback that moves. Yay! Until it
He
wasn't.
can't throw worth until he can't throw worth a shit.
See, now that's what I'm saying. Now we got a quarterback. He won't throw. We need a throwing quarterback. Now you get rid of. Oh, he's unproven or he doesn't exist. So you mean to tell me this man gonna disappear because y'all don't like him? And you mean to tell me again that a man that cannot get past the first round of the playoffs is gonna help a team that almost got to the playoffs get to the playoffs and pass the first round? Some of y'all got to stop acting like y'all brains as thick as a drop of Kool-Aid. Some of y'all wasn't raised like that. If you don't like this
Man,
team, if you don't like the culture change, if you don't like the owner, if you don't like the coach, K-Style said it best. There's 31 other teams you can go to. We won't
And I
miss you.
and
no,
I
no,
said
I'm not
this.
saying that no more. I'm saying, goddamn, you gonna love me. I ain't kicking motherfuckers out. We gonna annoy
Oh
the
yeah,
shit out your
you
ass
gonna
until you
love me.
decide you want to leave.
Yep,
On Whitney
Hey,
Houston,
yep.
your ass to death.
but fella, we forget that 2016 season. Then nobody believe in them either.
You
Nope,
Right.
know,
Nope,
sure
But
didn't.
then
nope,
they got
nope. The only time they got support was in the NFC Championship game. That was the only support they
exactly
got that
That
whole
was
year.
it.
everything
whole season.
That
You're
was
right.
you
it.
But
couldn't
but
That
find
was
a
the
jersey, bro.
only time.
You couldn't
but
That's
wait.
find a
really the
jersey,
whole
bro.
point of this. That's really the whole point of this right here. Is to
That
show
is
it
crazy.
is this is we are going to be the examples of what supporting your team looks like.
Facts.
We're going to be that example. Just because you hoop and holler, rise up on game day, don't mean you support your team when the next day all you do is turn around and bitch and moan about who we ain't got. We ain't got this guy. We ain't got that guy. But what we're doing for y'all is we're giving you every show, in K Styles and Mike and Noah and Coach Unchained and Utah Sports. They do a phenomenal job of giving you all a magnifying lens on the game itself and how the Falcons are approaching it. That's what they do for you all. Because we know the general fan don't know these things. And that's why you have your asinine ass opinions. But it's not your fault. Some of you are just ignorant. And don't take me calling you ignorant as an insult. Ignorant just simply means you don't know no better. That's what it means. But some of you all who should know some better, you decide to be ignorant as hell. Because supporting your team and what in the direction that they are going in, for you cannot do it because it's not what you see the team being. It's not what you see the team doing. And that's the most asinine thing, because you are not a professional. You are not a general manager. You are not a coach. You didn't go to school to even be a damn coach. You couldn't coach park ball if you wanted to,
Content
because
creators.
you don't have the certification to do so.
Content creators.
Hey, can I
But
say
you
something
got
right
the
quick?
nerve,
Okay.
real quick, but you got the nerve to criticize your team that you say that you support about the direction that they're going, but you don't have the slightest clue the things that they have to do and put in place, and the game plans they have to scheme for, the players they got to do research on, the money that they have to consider in the process of it all. You haven't the slightest clue. Go ahead, K Style.
Let me ask y'all something. If your homeboy, like let's see, let's say you hanging out with your homeboys, and you know he has an opportunity to do certain things and level up and all that stuff like that. What's the first thing you will always tell him? Do whatever you can to not mess that bag up.
Yep.
Now, like I said, ain't nothing wrong with Lamar Jackson. Like I said, this conversation ain't even about Lamar Jackson, the quarterback. If you support Lamar as much as you claim you do, you might want to tell that brother he might want to kind of calm it down, especially when you're talking about contract negotiations and trying to get bags.
Le'Veon Bell.
That part.
Now, what I'm
Mm,
saying about that is it was a comment that he made. Now, like you said, y'all may say, well, Arthur Blank said such and such he said, and he shouldn't have said that. The difference is Arthur Blank ain't looking for nobody to give him no money.
That part.
He said something today that was very interesting to me. If y'all don't mind me trying to recite it here right quick,
Go ahead.
where he said, cause I guess it was to talk about the whole injury thing, because it was all a shot at the Atlanta Falcons, and I need to get back on that shit. But he said, "Where was I from week 1 to week 12? Now it's a problem that I sit out because I could get hurt at any time to get my money." Now, from our standpoint, our perspective, we look at that, we say, okay, he got a point. But when you're in a contract negotiation where you're trying to convince teams to get you this sort of money, this type of money right here, like I said, the 48 laws of power always say less.
That part.
A lot of times we could say bad publicity is good publicity, but this is why I always say this: Lamar Jackson not getting a contract as much as everybody wish it was, I blame it on the media and the fan and casual football fans. The fans are really the reason why he's not getting his money. His fans really are the reason why he ain't getting the money right now.
So in other words, K-Style is trying to tell you people, classes in session, that Lamar is a brand. And the teams that he plays for or try to get money from are brands. And when you are a brand, you have a responsibility to represent yourself in the best light possible.
That's your damn mouth.
So now when you go into contract negotiations, what the one thing they look at is, okay, not only can you perform on the field, but can you put us in the best light of the people that pay the tickets to come see us? And when you get on here and you badmouth a situation to which you were incorrectly set because he didn't have an agent to properly help him navigate this foolishness that you're hearing from him on Twitter, they would have told him, sir, we need you to let us handle this because you are a brand and we're trying to get you a contract so that you can represent another brand properly. When you get on Twitter and you in your feelings, you become bad for business because now each team looks at it as you're going to possibly tarnish our brand with the foolishness your brand brings by running off at the mouth every time you get your feelings hurt. After a while, nobody wants to deal with you. That means that now your stock and commodity goes down. And the money that you are supposed to be getting now goes away because you become a risk. See, it ain't all about what you do on the field. It's a good portion of what you do off the field. As some of these players, they have lost contracts for doing dumb stuff in the off season and when they leave the facility. Because now you have a brand, which is the team, responsible for your foolishness. And people look at it as, so you represent him. That must be how you guys run your organization. And when he causes that problem, they lose money. So nobody's going to give him $250 million to help them lose money because he can't shut up.
Right. See, like I said, it's nothing wrong with being frustrated and not getting paid. I know everybody here has a job and they thinking like, oh man, I wish I get paid more. Wish paid more. Now, it's one thing if you're speaking to the people up top about your concerns as far as money, but once you start adding fire to the flame to Twitter, and then you got the media out here doing what they doing, and the media ain't shit. ESPN, Fox Sports 1, all these motherfuckers. Hell, I even got to throw the Atlanta Journal-Constitution in this, man. They ain't shit. because
Your job is to sell a story.
you're, like I said, you're feeding into the bullshit and trying to tarnish a brand like the Falcons because the guy that you want to push to the organization is not looking into. See, it's very interesting that there were 7 other teams that passed on him, but the Atlanta Falcons is the one taking the brunt of the criticism.
Wait, K Styles, say that again. Wait, you mean other teams
No, man.
passed on Lamar?
Yeah, I don't think they heard you correct.
No.
The
What in the
Panthers said,
hell wrong with them?
look. The Panthers said he wasn't part of the plan. The 49ers said, man, we got 3 quarterbacks. We good right now.
Really?
You got Robert
Yeah.
Kraft talking about ask Bill Belichick.
He
The
did.
Yeah.
So you don't say.
Yeah, don't say.
The Jets say they not willing to pay the money. The Colts
Stop your
said
shit.
They
The
paid
Colts-
50 away for Aaron Rodgers.
Jim Irsay said that he don't mind the money, but he's not down with the fully guaranteed contracts. The Panthers said he's not in the cards. But the problem is the Atlanta Falcons is the only team taking the brunt of everybody passing him up.
Yep.
And
And this is the bullshit that we are talking about when it comes to the media and Atlanta sports. Mike
And-
said it earlier. I'm not a Georgia Bulldog fan. Yes, I am a Georgia Tech fan, and I get flack all the goddamn time from everybody up here for it.
Not I.
But let me tell you something. Have you noticed when the Georgia Bulldogs won national titles? Look how quickly that shit is swept under the rug. But if Alabama even comes close to the playoffs, they're the main topic in college football.
K
Nope.
Styles, the very next damn morning on the 4-letter network, the very next morning, their most popular show after the Georgia Bulldogs won a back-to-back championship, the very first
I know
topic
exactly what he
is
said.
about how Alabama is
Be ready
still the
next year.
damn cream of the crop of the NCAA football circuit.
Well, Blackberry, you know why that is? Because we in this fan base, and I'm talking about sports in general, our fan base runs off of expectations. So even when we lose, we're expecting dynasties to stay. Everybody is expecting Alabama to win. Why? Because Alabama's won. Nobody likes change. Nobody wants change. Nobody wants the Falcons to build a team. Because guess what? You don't want to be that team that got beat by those guys. The same way Alabama doesn't want to get beat by those guys. You mean to tell me you got beat by Stetson Bennett? No. You mean to tell me you got beat by Desmond Ritter? Heaven forbid. But that's
Like
what's
K-Style
happening.
saying. It's like we've been saying. It's media driven. These fans are media driven. I bet you all that celebrating a lot of Georgia fans did that weekend. I bet you that Monday when they watched that damn show, afterwards they was probably saying, yeah, you know what? Alabama is still the cream of the crop in NCAA football.
Or
I
they be-
bet you.
No, what they said, they're going to be reloaded and going to be the top dog next year. That's what they said.
Right.
Mhm.
They quick to give the other team props,
But like
but
I
they
tell
wasn't even there.
this is the funny thing I tell people, all the Alabama fans. I say, if you guys don't realize, ever since Kirby's been there, your defense haven't been number one anymore.
Right.
So look at the
They
rankings. Their
soft.
defense is not number one anymore.
Hmm.
Ever since Kirby has left that team, their defense have went down and down and down.
Right.
So
Wow. Wait, Coach, did you just say the magic word? Boys and girls today, the magic word is defense.
You know what? This is I'm gonna tell the fans. This. I'm gonna say I ain't gonna be on it long, guys. That's nothing you can do about it any damn way. You're not in charge. Wow.
Right.
You're not in charge. So what the hell are you worried about it for?
And like
If you're gonna support this team, support it. You're not. Oh well. Simple as that. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush with it. It's your loss.
hey, look, and then I'm gonna say it like this, and this goes back to what Mike said earlier. And like you said, and like you may call them 4-letter words, I'm calling the motherfucking networks for what it is. Like you said, ESPN, Fox Sports One, CBS. Chris Sims ain't worth shit neither. He get the smoke too.
Hey, he ain't even half a damn. He ain't even worth half a damn.
Because the main, like I said, the main narrative, and like I said, and when you're talking about the Lamar Jackson situation, the main narrative that is always used when it comes to him is not even about winning. It's about reliving what was.
Yep.
It's all about the money. They don't look at Lamar Jackson as a quarterback. They look at him as a cash cow. Now, if you want to talk some real black power shit,
Oh yeah, that's all it is.
let's talk that real shit. Lamar
Talk it.
Jackson ain't nothing but a spot. You know, I ain't gonna do that.
He's a
I
cornfield.
usually use that.
He big
I
cotton.
usually use that. I usually use that for wrestling terms, but I'm not gonna use it in this moment. But they look at him as a cash cow.
Mm-hmm.
There were 7 teams that needed quarterbacks. Ask yourself a question. Atlanta, the Falcons were the team that needed the most work out of all those other teams that needed quarterbacks, quote unquote needed quarterbacks. But they were so hell bent to put the narrative on him here.
But what's funny about the whole thing is people still fussing about it. That okay, if Lamar comes here, like you guys said earlier, who the hell else are we gonna get? All the salary's gone. You won't be getting these guys who we just got the last 2 weeks. They won't be here. So we'll
Nope.
be playing with Donald Duck or somebody and shit.
Well, can I ask y'all a dumb question?
Right.
And coach, you correct me if I'm wrong, because you a coach now. When the last time you've ever watched a football game and they won off of popularity?
Shit.
I ain't never seen a Super Bowl won off popularity.
Tom Brady. Let's mess with it. I'm just
I
saying.
ain't
Tom
never
Brady's
seen.
the golden. That's popularity on it from a whole nother
That's a whole
standpoint.
nother story. Yeah.
See. The thing is, as popular as Tom is, Tom had to get in there and play that damn game. They wasn't gonna
See,
walk up to him and say, "You know what, Tom? You're a good guy. Here's a Lombardi just because."
oh
See you
no,
next year.
you don't get participation trophies for
Don't
Super
get
Bowls.
You're right
That's
about
what
that.
I'm saying. Y'all are so hell bent on being entertained and being caught up in the popularity. I hate to say it, as great as Vic was, his global popularity did not win championships, did not get us into the playoffs. I
I'm
love
so
Mike Vick.
glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, Warren. Thank you
Thank
It
you,
very
Ron.
did
much.
not.
Thank you,
I
Ron.
love. This is what y'all failing to realize, and this is what y'all would like for Lamar Jackson. Vic's jersey went around the globe one time when he was with Atlanta. That's popularity. We loved it. He made us feel good, but we ain't win a lick of championships with that shit.
And he was starting to get
Y'all would
and he
like Lamar stuff to go around the globe one time, but again, it ain't gonna win no championships. The teams that's winning championships are building their team. And just to give y'all shock value, y'all didn't think Mahomes and them was gonna win the Super Bowl. Why? Because Philly was stacked. The narrative was, oh, Philly's a juggernaut. They got the best defense. And they ain't do a damn thing.
I want to point out something that I said before the show started. There are plenty of examples for you all to see exactly what we're talking about already going on in the league right now. Is Lamar Jackson dynamic running the ball?
Yep.
Yes, he's dynamic.
Yes.
He's exciting. He's electrifying to watch him run with the football.
He's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
But where he's not so electric is throwing the ball. But guess who is, though? Guess who's electric running the ball and throwing the ball? Patrick
Yes,
Mahomes.
Yep.
Guess who has been electric at running and throwing the ball? Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
How about Deshaun Watson?
Yep.
How about Russell Wilson?
Oh, wow.
And we can go back a little bit further. How about the Steve McNairs of the world? Or the Donovan McNabbs?
Joe Montana.
Randy Pony Ham.
Steve Young.
Steve McNair, my
Steve
favorite
Youngs of
quarterback
the
of all
world.
time.
See, there's been plenty of examples for you all. And the only two guys I just mentioned that don't have rings is Deshaun Watson and Donovan McNabb.
Yep.
There has been too many examples for you all. Michael Vick didn't get his mind right until after he left the Falcons and was on with the Philadelphia Eagles, and by then it was too late.
Yep.
But see, when we give you all the numbers, y'all tell us, oh, y'all crazy to compare those numbers. How is it crazy? How? If you on your job and you an order picker at a warehouse, your order picking percentages is damn near the exact same as the guy who's up for a promotion to make $45,000 more dollars more than you a year. But you're looking like, well, damn, his numbers really ain't that much better than mine. Why I can't get another $4,500 a year? You want to know why? Because of that same mentality that you got about Lamar Jackson. And that same mentality you got about us comparing Lamar Jackson to Marcus Mariota. Them numbers don't make sense. Well, guess what? That dude that's about to get promoted, that you work just as hard as, it didn't make sense for that neither. But guess what? They liked him better, so they gave him the damn money.
It's all about perception.
Think about that.
Yep. Perception. If the Falcons organization wasn't building, no players would want to come here. Period. If we didn't have an identity, nobody would want to come here. A lot of the years we didn't have a defense was because we lacked identity. Nobody bought in, and everybody that came in had to be persuaded with money. A lot of these players in normal Falcon circumstances would not be on this team. They would have to be persuaded with money, and more money than what we're giving in order to come here. That lets you know we have changed the culture. They see the potential in this team to win right now. And I know some of y'all going to be like, y'all, we're going to lose. Hey, if you feel we're going to lose, like I said, you can always watch Romper Room.
And you know what? Danny Trejo in the chat, he said something earlier. He said, I don't see us beating the Panthers. This their division now. Now, see, this is what I mean by the asinine shit. How can you bag that up? Because last time I checked, they gonna have a new quarterback. They gonna have a new running back. They gonna have a new coach. They gonna have a totally new defense. They gonna have a totally new receiving core. So you tell me how the fuck a team with the number 3 rushing attack with a with a quarterback that's coming back, that's been in the system already for a year. We got all this new talent we done added to the defense. We got all this talent we done added to the offense. But this team, the Panthers, who just lost literally every fucking body, is going to be the damn head of the division. It's stupid.
Oh well, see, Blackberry. That's you know what that's about, don't you? See,
It's this dude right here. So everybody know his name. Everybody, that's him. That's the some bitch right there that said it. That's him.
okay.
we know.
So
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Okay, so Danny, Trey, who, so you mean to tell me that a team that barely stayed in third place last season to happen to get up close to first place because everything fell out the bottom for the other teams is going to really forcefully stop the Falcons? Let me educate you,
Bro, they don't
Danny.
even know who the fuck their quarterback is, man.
Yeah,
But what are we talking
and Mike,
about?
and that's where I'm going, Mike, because here's what you got to understand. Our quarterback knows the system. Our quarterback has already gotten baptized in the speed of the game. Our quarterback has already beaten said GOAT in his last game appearance ever. Our team is built to go beyond that 13 one-score game streak to get into the playoffs. Our team has chemistry. Your team is trying to figure out who and what moves they're going to make. Y'all are hoping that y'all got a good quarterback. Y'all are hoping that y'all gonna have a team when draft and undrafted free agency is over with. We ain't hoping nothing. All we doing is stacking chips. We're stacking chips. So I want you to keep that same energy, and probably you might want to go talk to the Carolina Panthers and ask them, hey, what y'all plan on doing? Because from the way it look right now, they ain't doing shit. And I can guarantee you right now, this Atlanta Falcons they about to face, yeah.
I think he crawled under a rock.
No, he ain't crawled down. He's one of the people that Blackberry talked about where you choose ignorance. I don't think you're an ignorant person. I think you just choosing it today. You want to show that thigh meat. So I'm gonna give you an option. Either you want to take your thong off or you pull up your dress. Make your mind up.
No, that thing wet. That's all. That thing wet up on
That's all. Look, here it go.
Now, if it was wet, it'd be good. It dry.
That's a Sahara Desert pussy.
Cement powder.
That's that seaweed shit.
So yeah, make sure you look. We want you to come back on the show in about a couple more months with that same energy.
Anybody else got something else they want to say before we close it out? These boys got to get ready for a show tonight.
No said.
Only thing I'm gonna say is, regardless of how this offseason played off, whether you fuck with it or you don't, I'm gonna tell you the God honest truth. The main ones that doubt him are going to be the ones that's going to watch him the closest.
Of course.
Always do.
Because the thing is, it's just one of those. Hold on, what was that?
Hit that super chat up, K-Style.
Right, Dre Harrison with the $5 super chat says, "I'm not understanding how the media is not talking about what the Falcons are doing. I mean, I know why, but damn, ain't no more playing GA." Yeah,
pretty much.
Appreciate that, Dre Harrison.
Like you said, the problem is they're not doing it the way everybody else want them to do. Like you said, when you see these narratives about how, and then Keyshawn Johnson and him and that Phillips head screwdriver head ass nigga there. On the,
Nigga,
so,
He is retarded. That dude was damn slow.
Screwdriver head ass.
You had a nerve.
it's trying to vilify Arthur. He's trying to vilify Arthur Blank for not signing Lamar Jackson because of a contract he gave Michael Vick in 2004.
Vick a better quarterback. That's all I got to say about that.
He need to do. Well, you know what? He didn't need. He need to stick to what he did best, which was catch balls and shut the fuck up.
I was gonna make a joke on that, but I ain't gonna do it. But
I said it the way I said it too.
exactly.
Don't do it this time.
But yeah, like you said, the reality of the matter is that these media platforms are upset with the Falcons because they ain't doing what they want them to do. And like y'all said before, this regime, Mike, Juan, Blackberry, what did we say? As soon as Matt Ryan got traded, the bad guy era has begun.
They ain't about shit. We told y'all that.
It's right there for all y'all to see. Arthur and Terry don't give a fuck.
They really don't. Because they know majority of the fan base never wanted neither one of them in the beginning.
There we go.
So let me ask you as a fan. I understand you want to win. I understand you want the team to win, just like everybody else. But don't it sound crazy to beg for somebody to do something that you want and you criticize them before they even played their first game?
Mm-hmm.
See, at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck.
Nope.
This is the most talked about the Falcons have been in the media since 2005.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They basking in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And we gonna explain. We gonna get more into detail about it tonight. But I'ma just say it like this: if you fuck with them, regardless if they got Lamar Jackson or not, that's fine. If you say you done with the team by not getting him, that's fine. You're gonna still, like I said, they gonna annoy you enough to say you gonna love me.
Yep. I'm gonna say this and out because I know we about to wind it down. Y'all do realize that if the Falcons weren't a threat, if the Falcons building this team wasn't an issue, if we weren't the team or the problem that y'all thought we were, nobody would be talking about the moves that we made. Nobody would be worried about what the Falcons are doing. You only fear what you're afraid is going to take off.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know they don't like us. So why do they give so much of a fuck
about what
get
we
Lamar
doing?
Jackson or not?
Because
why do they care?
Because us being bad is what got them paid.
Us being good is what's gonna get them fired.
I love it.
Because they know it's a change of coming. It's a change of coming.
I
You tell them I'm coming.
I see the glory. Hey, Juan, y'all said the key word. If we were so bad, or this season looked so bleak, we wouldn't even be in the media. Hell, we wasn't even in the media when we was winning.
Right.
Right.
Why are we all of a sudden in the media now?
I'm gonna tell you another narrative also, guys. Last year, when they're 2-5, people took the over. Vegas lost a lot of money last year.
Oh,
That is right. Ah, yes, right.
I'm
Vegas lost a lot of money
free
last year
glory.
Eureka!
because I took the over. Just let you know. So, but yeah, they lost a lot of money, and
Oh
like I
yeah,
said,
oh yeah.
the Lamar Jackson thing is that has a lot to do with also because Vegas had odds that where
Of him
Lamar
coming.
Jackson was going.
Oh, of him coming. Yeah, because I heard some people say they were losing. But here's what people don't realize. If you look at the exponential growth of this team, if y'all say we were going 2-15 last season and we ended up going 7-10, and y'all say this year we're going 7-10, oh, y'all can expect a 12-5 season. Just based on what we did from the little changes we made from 2020 to 2021 to 2022. If that's any indication of the way we're tracking, you can expect the 12-5 season. Just 5 little games. You can expect the 12-5 season.
anybody got
Hold
one
on
more
now. I'm
thing
gonna
they
take it
want
one
to touch
step
on?
at a time.
Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, I got one
Oh
more
no,
thing.
I just want them to go to the playoff right now. We'll go from there. We'll go from there. Because once you get in the game, and once you get in the dance, it's anybody's game. You feel me?
Is anybody
Yeah.
game
Just
to do you?
get me to the dance. Get me to the
That's right.
dance. That's all I want.
The Giants know that better than anybody. Giants fans
Yeah.
know that better than anybody.
79, baby. 79.
79.
Eli
I got one
Manning
thing
is
to
a
say.
2-time Super Bowl champion. Y'all remember that now. Eli Manning now. Eli. Go ahead, Mike.
And each two of those Super Bowls, they had to win at least 4 of the last 5 games to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
If you not down with Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith, I got 3 words for you. Sick my duck. That's all I got to say.
That was perfect.
I see what you did there.
I see what they there, Mike.
Yeah.
I like
seen
that,
it.
Mike.
I seen that with my good eye, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That made me feel very droopy listening to that.
Yeah, droopy.
Oh,
Maybe you should strike a pose with that too.
Oh,
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm feeling silky.
hand on your hip. Hand on your hip.
When I dip, we dip, you dip. You know, I don't want my hip. When we dip, you dip, we dip. Hey man, we doing too much here.
Box trainer ass
shoot.
fools. Now, I'm gonna say that we about to close this thing out. I'm gonna say this last thing right here. I want to give a shout out to Arthur Blank because Arthur Blank realized one morning he woke up and he said, "I'm sick and tired of this shit. I will not fall in line. I will not follow suit. I will not obey. I don't care what the rest of these league owners are saying. I don't care what the rest of these league owners want me to do. I don't care what these sponsors, I don't give a damn what none of them want me to do. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to win the right way." So he did his due diligence and he did his homework and he went and found the GM. First, he told Rich McKay, "Pull your head out your ass doing all this other shit outside of this football and let's get your ass back to paying attention to this football team. The stadium is up. We'll worry about the other shit later. We got to get this team together." So they went and got Terry Fontenot. They went and got Arthur Smith. and they said, what do you all want to bring to my team? Because I need my team to win. And Terry, he told him, right along with Arthur, well, we going to bring a I don't give a fuck mentality. And this team going to be smash mouth running the ball, and we going to be stout on defense. And damn it, that's what they are working towards. They checked off the running game. Now they checking off the defense. I want to give a shout out to some folks. Shout out to Jesse Bates. Shout out to David Ondamata. Shout out to Calais Campbell. Shout out to Mike Hughes. Shout out to Jonu Smith. Shout out to Caden Ellis. Shout out to these folks. And whoever I missed, shout out to you too. Because I know we just picked up an edge guy. And I know we picked up another receiver or some more receivers. Matt Collins or whatever his name is, Matt Hollins.
Yeah. Matt Hollins and
Scotty
Too High.
Scotty Miller. Scotty Too High. I want to say shout out to all those guys. Because you know what? This Lamar Jackson topic is overshadowing the fact that you guys brought something to the table at your previous teams and that you know you can bring it to the table here too. Damn what a skank fan say. Caden Ellis, you had 7 sacks, bro. And you know you can bring that to the table. David Ondamata, you split double teams better than most folks in this damn league. And you a hell of a stunt. You can pull a stunt out your ass and get across the line of scrimmage better than most defensive linemen in this league. Shout out to you. Jesse Bates, you can cover the cross of the middle of the damn field better than most damn safeties in this league. Shout out to you. Mike Hughes, you a veteran savvy corner. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jonu, who been putting in work. Shout out to everybody that's been acquired to this team. We know you finna bring the noise. We can't wait to see it. Because just like in a song that's about to drop soon, I hope, lace up, strap up, and get ready to knock somebody block off. This been the home team. Catch us on the flip side.
Hey, can I say one thing right quick?
Home team.
Go
Can I
ahead.
say one thing?
Go ahead. It didn't end. Go ahead.
I'm just saying like this. I'm gonna say Arthur Blank is getting more flack for this Lamar Jackson thing than Jerry Jones got for the Colin Kaepernick situation. Think about that.
Yep. But what do we know? We're just fans.
Said a mouthful there, baby. Oh yeah, and I can't forget about Eddie Goldman. We have the meats.
Can't forget about that.
The meats.
Hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all make sure y'all check out Heavy Hitters in just a couple hours. See you on the flip side. Home team.
Home team.
Deuces.